What's going on, everybody? The Silent Hopper TV coming to you from Amman, Jordan. Let's do it! That's right, we finally arrived in Oman, and we're going to take you guys around the city here, show you some of the Greco-Roman sites, and then we're going to actually head down to the Dead Sea. So you'll want to stick around till the end of the video for that, which starts around the halfway point. But first, let's back it up and show you what it looks like to arrive in Amman and then get situated and head out into the town. So I just got a SIM card here at the airport. It's called an eSIM. You don't have to take out your SIM card, you just add a cellular line. Costs about 30 Jordanian dinar is what they're called. And that's around 35, 40 US dollars. But it comes with 90 gigabytes. It's good because I don't have to use my international roaming plan, which gives me 0.5 gigabytes for $10. Yeah, just to clarify, that's $10 per day for half a gigabyte. So 90 gigabytes for $40 with the local carrier is a great deal if you ask me. And from the airport to the city center where our hotel was with Marriott, it took about 30 minutes to get there and cost around 25 US dollars. What's going on, everybody? So because I'm a titanium member with Marriott, because of all the traveling I do, every once in a while they give you a free upgrade to a suite. Check this one out. By the way, I'll try to put a link below to the Marriott program that I use. Big this place is. It's got a dining room table. There's the bedroom. And then over here, the bath. It's got a tub. Presidential suite, I'd say. All right, now you guys have seen what it takes to arrive in Amman. Let's go do some exploring. And the first spot we're gonna hit is the Roman Citadel of Philadelphia. And no, we're not talking about Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We're talking about the Philadelphia here in Oman, which was named after the Egyptian king Philadelphus. He reigned from 285 to 246 BCE. That's why Oman used to be called Philadelphia, even when the Byzantine Empire and the Romans had it. And from up above here, you can see the old Byzantine ruins and the Temple of Hercules from up here. Also, if you look down, you will see the old Roman amphitheater, which we will be headed to next. At this particular location, I do recommend setting aside at least 2 hours to explore. There's a lot to see here, and there is a museum that is super interesting, especially if you like old Roman history. So this citadel, also known as the Temple of Hercules here in Philadelphia, the Philadelphia of Jordan, not the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Really a cool site with great views, 360 degrees all around here. So right here are the remnants of an old Greco-Roman statue. You can see the old hand. They said it stood over 13 meters tall, one of the tallest in the entire empire. And here's a look at some of the stuff they found while excavating this site. As you look around and you see all of these homes on the hill, a big city, 4 million people. It's a desert. You wonder, where does all the water come from? We're going to talk about that a little later on. And a big shout out to our driver, Imad, who showed us around Amman on our first day. And there's the Roman amphitheater. We're headed down there now. And as we wind down the mountain here, you can see the houses and the buildings and the businesses all along the side of the road here. It's really amazing how they built Amman. And now let's go inside and check out the Roman amphitheater. Still in really great shape. And here's a big piece of advice that I received that I'm passing on to you. Get the Jordan Pass before you arrive. I know it's gonna come out to like $100, but it's well worth it. We were able to get into this place, even though it's closed right now, because we have the Jordan Pass. And with the Jordan Pass, it does include the visa on arrival. So I went inside the Folklore Museum and I was talking to a Bedouin. He was saying that their diet is completely meat. They don't eat vegetables. They consider vegetables to be a peasant's food for the farmer. But the only type of green plant that they eat is coffee, which is a drink, a tea for the herbs, and also wheat from the flour for the bread. And he said that his father lived to be 85, his grandmother lived to be 95, and many old people. And they said that all they eat is meat. And now what we're going to do is actually show you around downtown Amman. This is a really unique area with a couple different markets and some dining options. Now, when it comes to the clothing that they wear out here in Jordan, I found these dresses and the menswear also to be very intricate and quite spectacular. When it comes to shopping out here, if you're into textiles, carpets, rugs, spices, Dead Sea minerals, then shopping down here is going to be your thing. And right here in downtown, they have like a food market. You can walk this street right here. Let's go see what's in here. So I told you guys that we would talk about the water here in Amman, Jordan. Being that it's such a dry desert, you fly in, you don't see much vegetation. But you can see they've got this fountain going, so there's obviously an abundance of water, but where does it come from? It comes from underwater aquifers and springs. And the Bedouins have been living off this kind of water source for a long time also, but there's plenty of water here for 4 million people. Getting some local shawarma. It actually costs 3 JDP, which is around $5 for two, and these drinks right here. Now what we're going to do is actually head into the mosque, but first we have to put on some extra clothing out of respect for the mosque. You cannot have any shorts or short sleeves. Yeah, so when we go in there, we actually have to take off our shoes and our caps. So let's go. And it goes without saying, taking off your shoes when walking on carpet is customary. And outside the mosque, they do have a store that you can take a look and get these really cool glow-in-the-dark mosaic paintings on these plates. But now it's evening time. Let's go do some exploring and get some more food. And just to give you some interesting information here, Amman's elevation is around 3,600 at its highest point, which is 1,100 meters, and at its lowest point, 700 meters or 2,300 feet. So it's up there. That's why you'll notice some of the vegetation is like pine trees. And here at the restaurant, you'll notice we got some traditional Jordanian food. I personally got the lamb shank right here, which you can see is actually dipped in yogurt with nuts. All right, now we're gonna cruise Rainbow Street, which is one of the more popular places to come at night. You'll see. And as we were cruising Rainbow Street here, we decided to stop at a restaurant and cafe called Nabta O Feta. So we're smoking some hookah here, and it's very pleasant. One of their famous mocktails. Yeah, they also have an old bread machine. Look at this thing. And then they cook it right here in the fire brick oven. All right, it's the next day and we have a new driver. This time Mohammed is taking us to the Dead Sea to do some exploring. And if you guys are enjoying this video so far, please consider giving it a like and consider subscribing to the channel and turning on the bell if you guys enjoy content just like this. Let's keep going. So as we're driving west towards the Dead Sea, there's a couple stops in between. Mount Nebo. There's also a hot spring that we're going to go to. So you're going to want to watch that. All right, so the first spot we're going to hit is called Mount Nebo. This is actually where Moses looked out over Israel and declared the Promised Land, which is here in Jordan, not to be confused with Sinai Mountain in Egypt, where he received the commandments. And we're here at Mount Nebo. And as you can see, Mount Nebo overlooks the Dead Sea on towards Israel. This area here, the Gaza Strip, this is where Moses came to look over and discover the Promised Land. So he was looking this way from this mountain, Mount Nebo, and he saw it. That area there is actually the West Bank, not the Gaza Strip. The Gaza Strip is further towards the coast. And the elevation of Mount Nebo is around 2,300 feet or 780 meters high. Here they also have a memorial church for Moses. Inside this church here, you will see several old mosaics. And here's some extra credit for those of you in the audience. Does anyone want to tell me why they call it mosaics? Drop a comment below if you know. All right, now for the fun part, we actually are going to descend in elevation way down to the lowest point on planet Earth towards the Dead Sea. But before we do that, we're going to stop at the hot springs that I told you about. Let's sit back, pop some Dramamine, and watch as we descend into this valley crater here. And just for reference, the name of this hot spring is Mayan Hot Spring. Yeah, so now we're here at the Mayan Hot Springs. We're gonna see what's up with this hot spring and the waterfall down below. By the way, the water here is very hot. I recorded the temperature at around 150 degrees in one of the hot pools.
Water hot.
All right, guys, we have actually made it to the Dead Sea, one of the lowest points on planet Earth. I believe it is the lowest, and you can actually see a salt buildup right there on the water right here. Yeah, those Dead Sea minerals are some of the most valuable minerals you'll find anywhere in any store, mostly in cosmetics. And what we ended up doing was getting a hotel here at the Best Western, which is very close to the baptism site of Jesus. And what we ended up doing here was getting a hotel room at the Ramada by Wyndham along the Jordan River. Cool thing about the Ramada Hotel here is it had a private beach that you could go to if you stayed at this hotel or you paid the entrance fee. But when we went down there, they also had an area where you can do the mud bath. And as you can see, they offer a shuttle bus that takes you from the hotel to the beach. All right, guys, time to go take a dip in the Dead Sea. Let's do it. If you're not a good swimmer, have no fear. You can swim in the Dead Sea. You're not gonna have any problems. I will say this, if you put your head underwater and you get the Dead Sea minerals in your eyes, it's so salty it will actually cause irritation. Time to wash this mud off. Hey, you know, the rocks are a bit jagged there. That's why I'm walking like that. So keep that in mind if you need to bring some shoes. And on that note, sunset from the Dead Sea. We'll see you guys on the next one.